Hi, welcome back. It's Brenda. Happy Friday. I hope you've all had an amazing week. I thought today we could continue and do a few things in our Blue Jean journal. Just to show you what I had done, this had been something from a swap I had done, I think. I don't think it was from Happy Mail, but it was from a swap from my Junk Journals Canada group. And so I just kind of added it to the lace there. But I wanted to apologize and say that I didn't even finish dressing the fronts of our little pockets that we made. So I put a little label there with some flowers. And then on the inside, I just added 2 of the blue tags. And then I added a little label to the one there. And then just pop them on the inside. And then this one, I had just put in this little pretty and popped it in the pocket there, and then added a butterfly with some lace and put a couple little blings on the butterfly. But yeah, I don't know what I was thinking yesterday, but it was just kind of, when I shut everything down, it was like, oh, like, I didn't even put anything on of those things. All right, so I gathered some paper together. Let's move the cover. I just kind of put some papers together, some coffee dyed paper and some book page and doily, and just kind of staggered them to how I wanted them. And one of the other just folded in for a tuck spot. And there's our card that we had made. I added it in there as a page, and then just there's a little bag there, and this was another little something from Barbara there, and so I just put that in there and then added an envelope, and then this is going to be the center with all our pockets. So if you're wanting to craft with me today, grab your papers, whatever paper you have. And I thought today on some of these blank pages, we'll do one anyway, do some stenciling on it. And there is glitter everywhere. I had this glitter paper. I won't even touch it because it'll just be covered. But it's like these silver flowers, and all the glitter falls off. Literally, it all falls off. So I have this stencil. Let me see if it has a name. It says it's Deco Art Americana, and I think I picked it up from Michael's. And they were having a sale, and so I just picked a bunch of them up. But I just thought to show you what you can do. Like, you don't have to keep your pages white if that's what you have. You can just lay a stencil down, and I just have this dauber and some Island Indigo ink. I could use the other ink that Barbara gave me, but it fell out on me. So I'm going to try it now that I have my dauber, and we'll see if it stays in. It should, because I'll be pressing it. So just like that, you just ink it up, and then what I like to do is I just start off the edge, and then just start inking on it. And you can have different shades of blue as well. Like, let me try that. I don't know why I stuck the lid back on. This is a different blue. This one is Island Indigo. And it's a different shade, but it's still blue. All right, and I'll just lift up the side, and I'll just show you. And you can go all out. You can do everywhere with the blue. And that one's nice and dark. Nice and dark, but you just do it all over. You can do gradient colors, like you can have your tan color with your blues. You know, it doesn't have to be just the blue, but I thought just to show you what it's going to look like. I'm just going to do it all with the little flowers. And these stencils are very easy to clean. They just wash up with some warm water, and so yeah, just like this, just a little more, and then and you probably will get inky. I know I do. So let's see what we have. Oh, if I can pick it up. Okay, and there we go. That's very, very pretty. And it's really, it's your background, right? So then you can come off the edge and just add some color around the edges. Do you see that? Hopefully. Right, and then you're just gonna fill in your edges. And then I have this script. It's really nonsense writing, but it just shows like, I think they're just nonsense words. It's just script. So it's just like that, but it looks quite pretty on there. And I haven't inked again. I mean, there's enough ink on my dauber, and it just goes around the edges, and you can add some words in there and just fill in those white areas. Just like that. And you can put them sideways. It doesn't have to all be up and down. I mean, really you're just using it all for background, right? For filling in. I'll just do a little bit here. And there you have a gorgeous background, and it's not just all white anymore. We're just going to fill in these little areas here. And maybe one more. Why not? Once you get started, you just want to keep going. Let's just move that aside. And so there we go. So when you have it in your journal, you open it up and you have a design, and then you can add things on top of it. All right, you can do pockets. I have this pocket here. It can be added there, and then it has a really nice background. Right? So do that. So I know that I wanted to show you that because, you know, sometimes we have blank pages and it's like, well, what do you do with the blank pages? What can be done? So this is one thing that you can do. And you can also use your paint in your stencils. You can use ink. You know, there's many different ways, but I just thought I would show you that little bit of a process today on how to do that. And so I thought after that, like, I have no rhyme or reason of putting journals together. I just try to make it look pretty, I guess. I just do my best, and with the things that I like. So now when you have that, it's beautiful in there, you know, and against the coffee paper, like, it just has a very nice contrast. So I put one of our doilies together with pockets, but instead of folding them to the front, I put them to the back and I just glued them down because I just wanted to have this one pocket and then the pocket in the back. And so you have your big pocket here and then your big pocket at the back there. So I have this. This is just from an altered, I guess they call them art cards, but they're like, you know, those things that you send people when you're away. But it's gonna go right in there. Just like that. And it's nice and stiff, nice and sturdy when I did it. And then these little lovelies are from Antonio Makes here on YouTube. I'm a part of his mailing list, and so when you join his group, you become a part, you want to get his mailings, and he sends you freebies every Friday. And he's very, very generous with his creations, and his creations are phenomenal. And so I'll just pop those in there, and then really that's all you have, right? Just for that. And I thought that would go into the journal. Like, ideally I would like to make some ephemera pieces, and then next week we'll sew in the signature. I have had people say that they would like to see that process, so I'm going to do that on camera. And then we can add a few things into the journal as we go. But getting a few things done is always a nice thing to do. And I have these vintage buttons, $2. They're from Kelowna and from the thrift store there. But I have my hot glue gun ready because I knew I'd probably need to use it. But yeah, I just thought maybe I could probably sew the buttons on, but yeah, not today. Not today. And I have this one. It's very pretty it has tiny little flowers on it. But could just do something like that. And then the thread, I did have the thread. Here it is. I stuck it in my bowl. And then we'll pop some thread underneath it just to give it some added, oops, sorry about that, some added texture. So I just kind of smoosh it all together. You can get different colored threads if you want, because there's pinks and creams and blues in the stuff in the pockets. So like it can you just really want it to be sticking out for that added, I'm not sure if you can see that or pick it up on the camera there, but anyway, I'm gonna do that just because. And the hot glue is beautiful because it helps adhere the stuff right away. And then it holds the threading there as well. So that's quite pretty actually. I like that. All right, so that's one. And this is a CD holder that I coffee dyed, and I added some book page inside. I just laid it on top and cut it to fit. So I'm going to just add some glue to the back of it, just to make sure that it adheres to the back of the envelope, not the front, because I'm going to add in a card. And then what I do, I just take the glue and run it across the top. You can stick it inside if you want, but it's really not necessary. Once it's glued at the top, it's going to stay there. It's not going to come out because it's glued down, right? So there you go. So it's all glued. And I just distressed it with the blue ink just because that's our color. I didn't do around there yet, but you know, that's okay. So do you have plans for the weekend? Are you doing anything? I don't know how the weather is around, but I'm not quite sure what we're doing. And these little images come from Pinterest. And they're all free images, and so I downloaded them to use. And then I thought, oh, they're the perfect color. In the blue tones, and I'm just going to kind of offset it like that. You don't have to put everything on straight. I mean, there's no rules that say you have to use put things on straight. You know, it's for some added interest. I'm just going to rip that off a little bit or cut it off. But she's just adorable. And I have a little button. It already has some thread in it. Excuse me. So I'm just going to add a little bit of hot glue. Put it in the corner. I mean, there's so many ways that you can dress things up. And I have this little bow. Barbara, this came from you as well. So I have all these little things, and I'm kind of a hoarder. I'm thinking I must be, because I got all these little things, and well, I'm finally using them all. Just getting everything together and try to use it all up. It's like our using up our paper pads. We got to start using it all. Oh my goodness, she's just the sweetest little thing. So she'll go inside. I cut it. It was a bit longer, and I did cut it down, just so that I knew it would fit inside. And it'll have a little bit of a bulk because of the bow. But I'm gonna have as a flip in our journal. So I'll just set that aside. And then I just grabbed up more thread. I just wanna do a little something on the front of it, just to give it a little bit of life. It doesn't have to be anything extreme. You know, just something to say, hey, look at me. Oh, it all got stuck to me. But I've started enjoying working with thread. I just think it's so fun to work with. Oh, there we go. Sorry, got a little quiet. So just glue that there, and then there's a little clock with a butterfly already. I was going to add a butterfly to this, but you know, the butterfly has a clock on it, so I mean, the clock has a butterfly. There we go. So we just do that, and then when you put her inside, just like that, then you see her through the window. Isn't she just darling? Yep, she's pretty cute. I think that's just a touch, still a touch too long. I'm just going to trim the edge and hope it's some semblance of straight. So we'll find out here. And then I'll show you what we'll do with it. There we go. Oh yeah. Okay. Let me just stick the pin in the glue if it'll go. Grab up some pages here. And so just pick a page in the journal. Well, we have that there. So, oh, how about right here? And look how pretty that looks. And then it'll open like this, and then you have your card inside, and you can just pull it out. And then put pocket on the other side. Like, you don't have to dress the back either. You know, you can just do your inking. Let's just quickly ink this up. So I hope you've been following along and making one for yourself. They're a lot of fun. Like, just putting things together, and it's just having fun, making things pretty. So when I turn it over, let's put a pocket there or something. These are from Antonio's Friday freebies as well. I do use quite a few of his freebies in my creations. I don't always post my stuff, but yeah, he has such beautiful, beautiful papers that you can't help but use them. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna do it. We'll see how straight it is. And you also know that I'm one of his creative squad members. So if you go to his site, Antonio's site, and you purchase anything on there, if you use my Brenda 10 code, which I'll put below, then you'll get 10% off your purchase. So how awesome is that? I mean, the prices are already fabulous, but to have it even with a 10% discount, I mean, yeah, you can't go wrong. And you'll have such enjoyment using all of his papers. Okay, I just trimmed that off a little bit. I just felt that it wasn't closing properly. So I'm gonna try that now. Oh, much better. Oh yeah, it even brought her up a little more. So then I would like to pop this here as a pocket, but I'm thinking it's too tall. So I'm gonna just quickly cut off a little bit. And I know I'm not even on a flat surface, but this is what I do. Well, you're seeing me in real time. Like, this is what I do. I don't move stuff because it's easier just to keep the stuff there and then do what I have to do and carry on. So it's just my hole punch, my 1 3/8 hole punch, and I'm just gonna take out a little divot, just like that, just to show that it is a pocket. Oh, and I didn't even get it in the middle. How surprising is that? Let me try it again. Oh. Huh. Well, that was odd. I didn't even want to cut through. But that's okay. It'll be fine. And then I'm just going to glue it right there as a pocket. There we go. Amanda had her day off yesterday, my daughter, and we went on a road trip yesterday to Sherwood Park and did a bit of looking around, a little bit of shopping, and it was a short shopping trip, which was fine. And then last night she had to go in for a little bit to work, so she took Braden with her, so he sure enjoyed that. Spent a few hours there. I have a couple more of these. We'll see how tall they are. And I'm going to punch the holes out, and then I'm going to add some lace inside, some cream colored lace or something inside there. and then that would go in there. And it's okay that it's tall. So I showed you how it would go on a page. Let's just grab this page here. So yeah, it'll go on your page just like that. And then when you flip it out, you'll have your pocket and you have your tuck spot here. I may add another couple little tuck spots there, but I won't do that right now. I just wanted to show you that little bit. I really like this. Altering the CD holders are a great way to use, use up your stuff that you have. I think I'm going to pop this little butterfly right there just to give it a little extra oomph. There we go, just like that. Just pop them right there. Oh, cute. Very cute. And then I'm just going to get a couple little pieces of bling here and put them on there. I think I mentioned I managed to pick up this roll of these little black jewels at Michael's, and I've never ever seen them again. It was like a fluke or something that they were there, because I've never seen them, and I've never seen them since. So try not to burn your fingers. Oh yeah, see? So cute. So we've got that, and what else was I going to show you? I think that was it for today. So then when we come back, actually, you know what? I wonder if I could, no, I don't have my stuff ready and I don't want to have you wait. I was thinking, oh, maybe I could just sew in the signature right now, but I don't have my stuff and it's not fair to have you wait. So my next learning curve will be to stop the camera and then make the next one and edit in so that it's one. My grandson Braden, well, he's pretty swift and he told me what to do. So we'll see if his instructions stuck. So I'm just going to grab a couple of these little seed beads. We'll see if they're too big, or too small, sorry, to go on here. I can sort of kind of see. Oh no, they work good. And I won't poke my hand. I'm just gonna, there's some little purples here and some little blues. Oh, that's funny. They just want to travel. Oh. Last try. And I got it. So they're just kind of teensy weensy little things on there, but boy, they're cute. I just wanted to see if it would go here somewhere and look all right. Maybe not. Maybe not on that one, but let's bring in our cover. Why not on our cover? I know this has been glued, but it's got the holes in the lace there. So, oh, that's kind of cute. Just like that, it's just sitting right there. But why not? Why not? And so we have a few things to put into our journal when we get the pages in. And I have this piece of fabric. And then I thought maybe it could go in the corner. I sewed this piece of lace on here when I sewed the paper, just to kind of add it there. but we'll figure something out for the back page. And then I have some napkin. I'm not sure how long I've been on. But obviously I don't have enough paper yet in the journal. But this is some of the napkin, and it has this gold leafing in there, and this was all that was there, just this was the one side and the rest of it was white. But don't throw it away, because this can be used for when we alter our playing cards and stuff. We can use this as a base. So that's a little little tidbit there for you. But we'll do that next time. And I thought there was one more thing that I had wanted to do with you guys. So let me just check something out here. I'll just move that aside, because I have a few things here, and then I have my other journaling card. But I thought maybe you could just add some little bits on there. And I have this cute little girl. I'm just going to cut it down slightly, because it's I backed it onto coffee paper, like coffee dyed paper, and it also helps to add a bit of structure to it as well. So, oh, she's cute. All right, and I have some cheesecloth. Let me just ink this up. The edges are kind of raw. It's funny how I have a plan of like how I want to share everything and do things, and then once I get on camera, it's like I don't know now. It's like sometimes I feel like I'm all over the place. I hope I'm not, because you don't need to see that's how my mind works, though. I'll get busy with something, and then my mind wants to go in a totally different area, go a totally different way. And yep, so I'm just gonna, and because the paper's thin, be careful. Wanted to burn my fingers, but it didn't. And if you don't like this stuff hanging out, like I just kind of shred it and then give it a little haircut. I don't want things to be too bulky, you know, so there's a heart. And these labels are actually from Tina at Shabby Dabby Doodah. She had some freebies for her followers, and I had downloaded it, and I use it a lot just because I love the labels and the colors, and they just go with everything and anything. So just give it a quick, there's a lot of ink on here, so I don't even have to re-ink it, because those blues are, the blues are very juicy. So I just thought if we could maybe do something like, no, I don't like that, actually. I know I want the label there, and then I'm going to find a butterfly or something to go there. Here we are. Oh, that looks pretty good. And then a butterfly. Let's see what I have. I have these little container envelopes that I had made, and I just filled them with pieces of ephemera and How about we offset the blue? Maybe we can find a little pink butterfly. And all of these butterflies, they all come from the dollar store. Pink and white, but I'm going to outline it in the blue. And what do you think? I think it'll be okay. Let's try a little bit of this. Wrap it around my 2 fingers. Don't want too much. So if I pop that like that, so you're just laying it down. I'm gonna add just a teensy drop of the glue just to kind of hold it there for me. And add glue in the middle. I like the wings to be free, I guess, not glued down. And there you go. Oh, I think that's so cute. Hopefully you do too. But you know, I just wing it, and then if it looks good, it's going down. And there we are. So I'm gonna leave it there for today, and then I'm gonna get the rest of our book pages together. I'm just gonna kind of tweak it a bit. I'm gonna add a few more coffee or tea dyed pages into it. And then when we come back, we're going to sew in the signature. We're going to add a few of the elements that we've made. This is an old, quite old, that I made. I put it through my embossing folder first, and it made the paper even flimsier than it was, because it was an old sheet and it has all these little cuts in it and stuff, but I just think that adds to the charm. So that'll probably end up being in there as well. And then this is our pocket with the butterfly. So we did a bit today, which I'm really happy about. It's nice to get a few things done and to show you, you know, a few things of how I do. Like, I wasn't sure how I was even gonna manage it, but because I don't know if I do the right way or the wrong way. I just know my way, I guess. And then we did our stenciling, which turned out so pretty. And I will ink around the edges probably with the walnut stain and see what that looks like as well. Okay. All right. That's it for today. And before we go, I just have to tell you how awesome you all are. I just can't tell you enough. When we had the draw yesterday and I drew the winners, and you are all so very kind in congratulating all of them. And yeah, I'm just so thrilled that you are. I think I have the best bunch of people anywhere on YouTube. I'm just telling you the truth. All right, so one more thing before we go, I did mention yesterday that I was going to start doing a couple of draws. I kept everybody's name in here, and so that I'm going to start sending out a couple of mailings just to say thank you. You guys are awesome, and I want you to enjoy and take part in what goes on here. All right, so we're gonna scrunch it up, and I'm just gonna Trudy B. If you could get a hold of me, then I would like to send you a little goodie, and just have to email me your address. Oh, I bet you guys didn't expect this so soon, did ya? But here we go. And Ged Art Creations. That's my lovely friend Colleen. If you can email me, Colleen, let me know that you've seen the video, and we'll get you sent something a little special. And yeah, so there's still a whack of names in here, so next week we'll be doing it again, because see, I didn't show you 2 envelopes that I'm mailing, so I'm going to do this instead on the Fridays, drawing 2 names and then putting a little package together and sending it out. Okay, I think that's going to be a lot of fun. I'm pretty excited. Okay, thank you so much to all of you who subscribe, all my new subscribers. I appreciate each and every one of you. So if you enjoyed this, I hope you're crafting along with me, and give me a big thumbs up. Share the video, leave a comment. If you think someone else will like my content, please share it with them. I mean, you know how it goes. The more you share and comment, the more the videos get out there for more people to hopefully enjoy. All right, you guys, take care. Have a very, very blessed weekend, and we'll see you later. Bye for now.